Heyo folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. When last we left off, we're busting out of the Fu Syndicate with Barabus. But before we get out, we need to purge all the information that the Fu Syndicate has acquired on vampires. We don't want this to reach the wider world. So it's time for us to open this door and take out anyone standing in our way. Like you! Have at thee! You may have automatic weapons, but I have sword! And we are pretty mighty, but we could always be mightier. Now, this is a door we cannot open because there is a keypad that we don't have the combination for. Are you coming, Barabus? I think Barabus might be, there we go, a little bit stuck on the doors. Marvellous. Let's keep going. Anyone over here? No? There's a door here that requires a keycard, and there is this door. Now, let's see if we can get into here. The answer is no, because it needs 10 lockpicking. Fortunately, we can get 10 lockpicking. A quick change of clothes, and we are in. Anyone inside? No. There is something there that looks really, really good, and that is a katana and a book. Busted it. Harmful if swallowed hint book. Let's look at that hint book first. Vampires might not need glasses, but they do need hooked on phonics. You need a research skill of 9 to use this item. I might be getting that research of 9. You'll see why in a moment. But first, let's look at this. The katana. A light, slightly curved traditional Japanese sword designed for quick slashing attacks. To Kindred, a competent swordsman is far more dangerous than a sharpshooter. Compare it to this weapon. Melee combat requirement of 7, damage potential 38, lethal 16, 8, 42, 12. Feat adjustment 2, base damage of 3. This is a better weapon. Oh, it's a better weapon. Before we leave, though, we should check out this computer. Fu Syndicate Research Division. We have an email. Can I break in? No computer is difficult for Master Hacker Helen. Never thought I'd be saying that in this playthrough. We have 2 emails. One, status. From Priestess. What is the current status of the project? A new subject was delivered to you last week. If I do not see results by the end of this month, you will understand the consequences. Oh, they understood the consequences. Article 2. The elimination of Wong Ho is imminent. Kiki, his daughter, will also be liquidated as per Article 2A. Oh. Oh dear. I think we better go tell him about that. But first, let's make some headway. No one here? But are you alright, Barabus? I think you just knocked over... Yeah, you just knocked over the chair. Fair enough. Right. There are things here. We have a gun, and we have a gun, and the Fu Syndicate office key. That's what we want to get access to here. So let's do that. And before I do anything with this, I'm actually going to seriously consider increasing my research skill. Now, we can't improve this anymore. I was thinking of upping my charisma, but putting a point into intelligence will improve my intimidation and my research, and will give me access to that book, which will provide a point of melee. Now, you may think that we're at 10 skill and we can't put any more into melee. Not true. We can, and that will put our melee skill to 11, which will make us a whirlwind in melee. And putting a point into intelligence, which is 12, is exactly the same as putting a point to melee, but we also get research and intimidate, so let's do that. We'll do that. Research is 9, intimidate is 5, and now we can read this book. The only official strategy guide with all the hottest tips and tricks for busting it, harmful if swallowed, the first ever fighting game designed by fashion impresario Hiram Oseros, with stupid dope street style and hip-hop flavor. Raises your melee skill. Stat increased. It's got all the way to 11! We are ridiculously strong. Now, let us do what we set out to do here. That is, access. Ooh. There is the door control here. Let us hack. I thought this would be where we could purge things, but no. Freedom, an apt password. You will open. The door is open. Fantastic.
Let's
now,
go.
Indeed. Let's prepare for some combat too. Have at thee! Oh, this sword is really, really good. Sorry, Barabus. You got in the crossfire there. Or should I say, the arc of slashing. Oh, hello. Can I feed off you? Yes, I can. Might as well. Oh, I don't think that was what was meant to happen. But we won. Now let's never speak of this again. Okay, here's what we're looking for. This computer. Research and development. Let's first get that door code. We shall, do this. Crane. So the code is 7337, dummy. Don't forget it again. Okay, so if we need the code, we've got it. Now, let's do this. Species X data. And break into this with a hacking skill of 7. Autopsy. Ooh, that's also quite apt. And purge. Files deleted. We're done.
That was the last of them. Let's get out of here.
You need to contact Gary right away. He needs to know you're okay.
Will do. And thanks.
My pleasure. Let's get out. Alright. We unequipped our weapon for some reason. Let's re-equip it. Oh! Have at thee! Just gonna move up. Oh, you may shoot me. Yeah, that's not gonna do very much. Ooh, is there an enemy over there? There's an enemy that came from behind. Well, you are very, very dead now. Okay, before we go... that door is there. 7337. Oh, hello. You're gone. We've got that one. Okay, I think we can just get out of here now. I think the code was for that. But we can now just keep moving on. And away. Alright. We separate from here. You go to Gary. And I'll wait for a call. It's definitely going to be a call. We are out. As soon as the loading screen finishes. And the phone's going. Let's answer. Ah, actually told us to go to this one. Hello?
Do you have Prince Albert in the can?
Well, better let him go, boss. You done real well bringing our boy back home. I got your info, hero.
Yes. 2 experience. Nice.
The same information I gave your prince, I also traded to the Giovanni for a bit of juicy gossip. You both had an equal opportunity to take it. They just had a bit more initiative.
The Giovanni? That's a name we've not heard before.
If you're going to play jihad, you need to do your homework. Knowledge is power, and power has a price. But seeing as how I've already got what I want from them, I'll give you a freebie.
That's nice of you. Now, if you've played Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, you'll know all about the Giovanni. But if you only played this one, it's not likely you do. Tell me about the Giovanni.
Oh, you're going to love this. They've got skeletons in their closet. Literally. I should have played the cat skills. Incest, organized crime, death cults. That's the Giovanni. Spaghetti and corpses, boss.
They are very nasty. Tell me a secret about the Giovanni.
The Incaran sarcophagus isn't the only occult item they're hoarding. I hear they've got a collection that'd make Alice
me where to find the Giovanni. Please.
Oh, I'll tell you. And if you're foolish enough to go there, well, don't say I didn't warn you, boss. They have a mansion in the city. I'll draw you a map. They're having a reunion. Anyone who isn't a Giovanni shouldn't get within 50 yards.
Thanks. Looks like that's where I'm headed.
Am I the only one who saw this coming a million miles away?
It seems so.
You get 'em, boss. You give 'em one for Gary. If you should survive and ever need any information, come back and see me. I'm always here. And everywhere.
I remember that. Goodbye. Quest complete. We have 7 experience. We have a lot of XP to get if we want to gain that point of charisma. But my, are we powerful. Before we go and say hi to the Giovanni, the group who drained all of the Vitae from the Cappadocians. Oh yeah. The Cappadocians were slain by them. Oh, well, not quite slain, but mostly slain. We need to go and warn our friend here. We read a very disturbing email. Hello.
Was there something else?
I need to see Wong Ho. Quickly.
2nd floor, have a good night.
Thank you. Alright. Let's go in. Don't know why we're in 3rd person here. Let's, there we go. Sort that out.
Oh, hi, Milla. What do you want? I'm sorry, I've got plans. I can't cover your shift tomorrow. So, what's the emergency? Well, it's not like it was sudden. I mean, he's been on life support for a long time. Funerals are usually over by 5, okay? When did you ever cover my shift? Oh, but that was an emergency, Milla. It was a really bad haircut, okay? Fine, I'll do it. Goodbye.
Oh, those dialogues. Right. My friend, I have bad news for you.
Yes. How can I help you?
I talked to Xiao.
Ah, good. Did he have the information you needed?
Yes. But the Tong showed up just after I did. We had to kill them.
Ah, I see. It makes sense. The Tong must have known that the only person who could have told me about Kiki was Xiao. A man never really escapes his past. He always carries it with him, and sometimes it is a heavy burden.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It is not my place to say.
Come on. We're friends, aren't we? You can confide in me. 9 persuasion, once again coming in.
It is something that very few people know. Many years ago, Xiao was the leader of the Tong here in Chinatown. He had a reputation as a very brutal gang leader, and he was very feared and respected. In time, Xiao came to understand that respect and fear were very different things, and one gained because of another was something devoid of honor. He left the Tong, vowing never to return to his former life.
I see. But how do you know about Kiki?
If a man lives for a long time in the forest, he makes friends with many wolves. Wolves know much about what happens in the forest.
Ah, that makes sense. I have a few more questions, though.
Yes. How can I help you?
I've got some bad news for you. You should probably sit down. I found out who was bankrolling the Tong.
Really? Who was he?
He was running some sort of science lab, conducting secret experiments.
Experiments? What kind of experiments?
The kind you don't get money for if you participate.
I see. Where is he now?
I killed him, and I have proof that he was working with Ming Xiao.
What? How can that be? Ming Xiao would never involve herself in something like this. I don't believe you.
Believe it, Wong Ho. You were next on my list.
I consider you a friend, and I trust your counsel. Perhaps I will think on this matter for a little while. Maybe I will speak with Ming Xiao about it.
Trust me, Wong Ho. You don't want to do that. Get out of town now. It's your only chance.
I believe you. Perhaps I will close the restaurant, get Kiki, and go away for a while. Thank you, my friend. I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. May the gods be with you, whatever path you decide to take.
I appreciate it, Wong Ho. Take care of yourself. We didn't have to do that. But Helen couldn't have lived with herself if she let him be destroyed by Ming Xiao. Speaking of Ming Xiao... Oh, Kiki is now gone. Nope, she's just behind the door. Speaking of Ming Xiao, we're going to speak to her in a moment.
Oh, I'm so impressed. What? Like you want me to...
No extra dialogue there. Let's go say hi to Ming Xiao. Confront her on the whole wanting to kill vampires thing. That said, couldn't she just persuade a vampire to tell her the weaknesses of vampires? Get someone to switch sides? Maybe they don't have as much power as they think, the Kuei-jin. Either way, we're going to save before we do this, because it might not be a good idea, we haven't saved at all actually, to poke the hornet's nest, as it were. We're strong, but are we that strong? Let's go. Hello.
Welcome back, kindred. Do you seek guidance?
I found out about your little project with the Fu Syndicate, by the way.
You did? Interesting. Might I inquire as to who gave you that piece of information?
I did a little digging in their computer files after I trashed the place.
I applaud you, kindred. You must be a great warrior indeed.
I don't get it. Why are you involved with them?
I'm sorry. I thought you were aware. Our people are at war. Do you think your elders would do any different?
I don't think we want to antagonize her further. I'm out of here. She's starting to wonder why she even came here to confront Ming Xiao. Ming Xiao is right. Vampires and the Kuei-jin are indeed at war. But still, getting her involved in all this. Helen... The more Helen gets pulled into this web, the more she's fighting to get out. The more annoyed she is, the more fed up she is.
Going somewhere?
Yes, away from here. We could go to the Giovanni stronghold. Let's go to downtown for now. Let's see if we can go talk to the Anarchs. Perhaps Nines has come back. Chances are not high of that. But we might as well check. Okay, if we want to go see Nines, we want to go this way. All the way down and around here. Actually, no, that is... Is that the right way? This way, I think, is the right way. That's towards our haven. We do want to go check out our haven. But first, we'll go this way. They still haven't removed the graffiti, by the way. We now have... I think we still have the same amount of experience we had from before the quest. From after the quest completion. We haven't got any more XP. We don't really have any more quests we can do right now. Not that I want to do anyway. Here we are. The last round. anything interesting happening. Maybe Jack can give me some pointers about the Giovanni. I hope so.
Hey, kid, what's going on?
I want to ask you some questions.
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
You actually don't have anything
What's on your mind?
that I can talk about. Ah! Tell me about the Kuei Jin.
Yeah, some of these younger anarchs got a real burning hate for the Kuei-jin. First time a lot of them seen full-on combat in the streets and seen their buddies dying was when the Asian invaders showed up.
Are they tough?
Yep, cost the anarchs San Francisco. They're tough. They're hard to get a beat on them. At least with Kindred, you pretty much know what to expect, what they're capable of. Kuei-jin? Full of surprises.
I met with the leader. He's a condescending piece of work.
Man, don't let them cloud your head with their mumbo-jumbo. That crap wasn't meant for you. We're different breeds, us and them.
I'm out of here for now. Take care of yourself. Okay, anything happening here?
Heard anything?
I'll let you know when I have. No nines! Okay, nines is not about. Let's leave, let's pop into our haven, and after that, we'll make preparations to go to the Giovanni stronghold. Alright. Off and away! Still glad there are no cars here. Imagine the end of our unlife being a collision with a car. As tough as we are, don't think we're strong enough to stop that. That said, we might be at this point. What armor am I wearing, by the way? Oh, I'm still wearing this. Yeah, we need to be wearing something a little bit heavier. There we go. It's also incredibly fancy. I imagine the next armor up will be costing us more dexterity, but I think it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it. So, this way. And round the corner. Nobody bats an eye as we run down the street. Much like Deus Ex, nobody batted an eye when we ran down the middle of the street there either. They batted an eye for many other reasons later on. Mainly because of who we were. Alright, into here we go. Check if we have any emails. We might. Might have a quest or two. Probably don't, but it's worth looking. Want to make sure I get that point of charisma. I should really be working towards an extra point of celerity. Celerity and presence are definitely my best defensive mechanisms. I should have put this on blood buff right now. Okay, anything happening?
Master?
Nope, nothing happening here. Nothing happening with Heather. What about the computer? I really should put my chair next to this. Okay. Password accepted. Any new... What? The Queen. Beware the Black Queen. That's probably Ming Xiao. Don't worry. I'm bewaring her very much. So, right, there is something in here. We need a computer skill of at least 4. Okay, I thought I'd double check. Do I want a computer skill of 4? Not really, that costs 9. I have enough skill for now, I think. If I need more skill, I can always grab that. But I don't think it's required at the moment. Let's head back to the car. And then, when we come back, we'll go see the Giovanni. And be very, very careful. We are not welcome there. We are not a Giovanni vampire. If we were, we wouldn't be playing this game.
Get out of my way, man.
Rude. We wouldn't be playing this game because the Giovanni definitely not on the side of the Camarilla. Oh, they are not. And when we come back, folks, we'll be walking right into their clutches. Fingers crossed, we'll get out of it okay. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. We're starting to become a significant player in LA. We don't know this yet, but there'll come a time when that realization hits us. That moment will be something indeed. Oh, that it will. Later.